Thank you so much for being here. Welcome, one and all, to One Love Center for Spiritual Living. We are celebrating this week Mission Possible, and the whole month has been about transcendent purpose. And so today is all about our Mission Possible and about hope. So thank you so much for being here today. We start the way we always begin, and that's always with our opening song, I'm Choosing Heaven. So let's Choosing heaven. What did you choose for today? Make sure you put it in our comments and let us know what you're choosing today for yourself. I choose it all. I choose peace. I choose love. I choose abundance. I choose joy. Let us know what you're choosing as well. And so I'd like to take this opportunity to introduce. I'm so excited about our guest today. I met her a while ago in Jersey. And so I want to introduce you, but first, let me give you a little bit of background on Reverend Dr. Karen Kusher. She served as the spiritual director for the Center for Spiritual Living in Princeton from 1996 through 2023. She is now serving the Heffernan Foundation as vice president and is operating her own online ministry called God to Go. Don't you love that? God to Go, offering courses and spiritual support for those who enjoy spiritual mind treatment. In her spare time, she knits, she rows, she ushers, and she is learning Italian. How wonderful. Dr. Karen served on the board of directors of the International Centers for Spiritual Living as vice president for 5 years, was a member of the ICSL, the UCSL integration design team, where she assisted in all areas of integration between two organizations and served as the first chairperson of the Centers for Spiritual Living Education Committee. She received the Honorary Doctorate of Divinity and Doctorate of Religious Science awards from the International Centers of Spiritual Living and was granted the Living Treasure Award by the Centers of Spiritual Living Clergy Association in 2011. Prior to ministry, she worked as a financial analyst and oh, you're going to have to help me with that one. Econometrician with Ohio Legislative Budget Office and with the Irving Trust Bank in New York City. Please welcome Reverend Dr. Karen Kushner.
Oh, thank you so much. Ciao, tutti.
Oh, that was impressive. I'm just thrilled to have you here with us today. Thank you
I'm thrilled to be here.
for saying yes. I'm very excited about this. And so later on, you'll be able to hear more about what Um, Dr. Karen is doing for her community and in Centers for Spiritual Living. But for now, we're going to go ahead and do an opening prayer. And so let's all just sit back and close our eyes and take a deep breath and go within, shall we? I know that all there is God, infinite spirit, source of all possibility and promise. We open ourselves today to the power of hope. We affirm that no mission is too great, no dream too bold, no challenge too heavy when we align with the divine presence. We call forth resilience to strengthen us, creativity to guide us, and faith to remind us that we are never alone. In this sacred gathering, we rise together, knowing that hope is not wishful, it is not a beggar, it is thinking, it is living, breathing energy of spirit urging us forward. And may every heart here be lifted, every mind be awakened, and every soul be inspired to see that with God, with truth, with love, our mission is always, in all ways, possible. I know this is the truth. It is so. And together we say, and so it is. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And so let's go ahead with prayer support from Ellen Suazo. Ellen, come on in.
Good morning. Good morning, One Love Center. Thank you for being here with us, joining us today, whether you are here live or are listening to our broadcast, whenever you do. We like to say to you that you have just heard an evocation, to evoke the spirit within you that is always there, ready for you to access it. And so we want to remind you also that here at One Love Center has prayer professionals ready, willing, and able to remind you that spirit is full of power, charged, and already within you for your immediate use. So we ask you to send your prayer requests via email at One Love at onelovecenter.org. And remember that all your prayers are confidential. No one knows about what we pray for you and well that situation and that condition. And if you feel that everything is working out for you, let's pray so that continue to be your experience. And so make sure that we'll be praying for you for 7 days. If things don't change, you can reach out to us and let us know. We'll continue to pray for that situation or condition. If things don't have changed, you can also let us know so we can celebrate with you. But we don't hear from you, we will assume that everything is well now. So make sure that you use this powerful tool that we use in our teachings. And so we'll bring back Leda.
Thank you so much, Ellen. I'd like to talk a little bit about our mission and what that is here at One Love Centers for Spiritual Living. We are here. Our mission is to provide a stable and welcoming community to all who choose to learn, practice, grow, and play in the unfolding of their understanding of spiritual principles and spiritual living. We envision a world as a sacred environment where spiritual living flourishes through the continual growth and development of learning and application of spiritual principles. One Love Center practices compassion in service, love in action, and joyous, prosperous giving in the community. Our community has been lovingly created as a place of fellowship, meditation, prayer, and sacred and healing service, musical celebration, classes, workshops, and spiritual films. Welcome, guests. Welcome, everyone. We recognize the splendor of the divine spirit that is you. Please know that we support you in being the best you choose to be in your glorious life. Thank you for celebrating spirit with us today. Welcome to a place where love grows. And so we'll bring back Dr. Karen.
Hello.
Hello. How are you today?
I'm wonderful. Delighted to be here.
Oh, I'm so happy to have you here. So, today is all about Mission Possible and hope. And I know that we've had several conversations about Mission Possible and stories to share. But what we like to do is we like to start with a quote and speak on that a little bit and share it with our viewers as well and see, what they say about our quote. So I'd like you, if you'd like to read the first quote.
Yes, hope is the belief that the future will be better than today and that we have the power to make it so.
And that's by Dr. Chan Hellman, The Science of Hope, Center for Justice Innovation. So you want to add a little bit of what does that bring up for you?
Well, for me, I once had the experience of lost hope, no hope. And I don't know if anyone here has ever had that experience, but it's the worst. It's the opposite of hope is called despair, where there is no way out. You're just doomed forever. And it's a very dark place. And so when I finally had enough spiritual support and guidance, when that hope sprung up in me, it was the most marvelous experience of my life. And so I think it's important to believe that our future will be better than what we might be in today or what we might be experiencing. So without that hope for a better future and for improving our lives, improving ourselves, there's just no moving forward. There's just no ability to live. In my own personal experience, that's what I found.
Thank you so much for sharing that. We do have some questions for our viewers. If you want to answer and respond in our comments, we would love to get your feedback on this. And maybe share with our viewers, what tool they can use in order um, to find that hope, to know that there's hope, to go into the knowing of hope is possible for them, that the mission for hope is possible. Anything else?
Yeah. Yeah, that's my favorite part of this particular topic is when you believe there is no hope, what do you do? And for me, I really had to deepen my spiritual practice because all the spiritual practice that I had up to that point wasn't working anymore. I
Mm,
was a lost soul, but I found a spiritual mentor who was able to hold my hand until I found the way out of the darkness again. And so to have that that other person in my life, because where two or three agree together in prayer, life happens. So um, it's so reassuring to have practitioners and to have spiritual mentors and Reverend Rodney and Leda and Ellen here to know the truth for you when you cannot see it yourself. So
mm.
that's what I clung to was I kept searching and searching and found a spiritual mentor who understood where I was and was able to take me by that invisible hand and guide me through my darkness. And she would give me homework, spiritual homework to do, affirmations, treatment work, uh, even things called posture prayers. And as soon as we got together, all that hope came back. And then eventually my life returned to me even better than it was before all that had happened. So I'm a big believer in practitioners and seeking that help when you find yourself unable to help yourself even with your own spiritual practice.
Posture hope. Posture hope. I've never heard that before. Can you expand on that?
I'm not sure what I said. What is it you thought I said?
I thought you said posture hope. That she taught
Oh,
you
a posture prayer.
here. Posture.
Yes.
I beg your
One of my mentors, well, two of my mentors were Reverend Dr. Marcia Sutton and Reverend Lloyd Strom. And each of them recently made their transition. But they would teach posture prayers along with spiritual mind treatment. And it was a way of committing yourself even more to what you were saying. So, for example, easy posture prayer, it's a prayer where you're actually using parts of your body. So if someone annoys me, my favorite posture prayer is to put my hands together in front of me and say, let's say, Julius Caesar is annoying me right now. I would say, I praise you, Julius Caesar, with the palms in front. I raise you, Julius Caesar, with the hands up above me, a higher idea. And then I would bring that into my heart, cross my hands over the heart and say, in the name of love. So I praise you, Julius. I raise you, Julius, in the name of love. And I would repeat that over and over until my annoyance disappeared.
I love that. That's a great tool. I love that. I think I'll be using that in the future for anyone
Please do. Please do.
me, or if I'm in a situation where I need to do that. That's wonderful. Well, let's go to the second quote.
Yes.
If it were not for the divine hope in us, our experiences would be more than the human mind could digest. And that's by Ernest Holmes, Science of Mind, page 274. If it were not for the divine hope in us, our experiences would be more than the human mind could digest. Oh, I love that quote because it shows me that that we don't realize just how vast of 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 hope that we have for ourselves, of ability that we have for ourselves,
Yeah.
and that the mind really can do so much when we're connected. Uh, I love that quote for that reason. And you want to share a little bit of what it brings to you?
Yeah, I think again, as human beings, we tend to really like our human mind and want to figure things out. And so even our spiritual practices, when we first come to this teaching, might really, even though we say, I'm directing the law, we still might be believing in our own making it so. And at a certain point, we outgrow that because we're not just human mind. We are divine mind. And so I believe that everyone will reach a point where they have to surrender that belief that the human mind can figure it all out. And they have to turn to that divine mind, that universal loving presence to support us and guide us so that we can really have an active God in our lives that is there for us, helping us and guiding us every step of the way.
It's the knowing of that, isn't it?
Yes.
Having the hope that that is there for us. And I used to say, wishing is a beggar. Don't wish for things, know them. And,
yes.
And that's what we need to do. Just like uh, for New Thought leaders, spiritual leaders who didn't speak only because they were thinking it might be so or wishing that it would be so. They had to go within to know that it is so. And that's how we end a lot of our prayers, right? The affirmative prayers ends with "it is so." It's not
Yes.
"it might be so," "it could be so," or "I wish it were so." It is so, right? And it reminds us that in our knowing, we are capable of doing so many great, amazing things.
And with a lot of the stuff that's going on in the world today, I've certainly heard about people feeling hopeless or powerless about what's going on. And for me, the only answer is to turn to the divine and to do that spiritual mind treatment to remind myself that God's in its heaven, all's right with the world, and to know that I may not be understanding how things are unfolding, but somehow everything is unfolding from good to greater good in ways and means of goodness. I have to say that, like 20 times a day, because the appearances or the facts or what the news reports doesn't seem to indicate that.
No, it doesn't. It gives this hopeless feeling right now with all that is going on. I find myself often when I'm at work and when I hear the angst in people's day or whatever they're going through, to remind them that they really have control over how things can not manifest, but how things can be, how you react to them and how they'll feel because of them. And so it's been a challenge because if you're not of that mindset, one of the things I love that Reverend Peggy Hostetler will say, she goes, I am of the mind, and she would bring back that the mind is with her. I am of the mind, I am with the mind, that this is so, or that I believe this instead, rather than looking at what isn't working. So when I'm at work, I find myself asking them, well, what could be better? What is it that we can do that is greater? I try to steer them into something more than it can be. So, yeah.
Can I share a little bit? I had a recent experience where I was ushering for a special event for a particular segment of the population, which seems to be at the moment targeted by a particular so-called government agency. And when I realized when the event was coming near, I realized, oh my God, it's like this event at the Performing Arts Center where I usher. It's like a sitting duck for intrusion. And so I spent 2 nights worrying about it until, I can do a treatment about this, because I'm a part of this event, even as just an usher, but I'm a part of this event. And therefore, I have a right to claim the good, the highest and the greatest good of all, to be so. Well, when I arrived at the event, I asked the house manager, do they have a plan? And they did. And I said, listen, I'm 100% supporting the plan. Tell me what to do, whatever. And everything went smoothly. There was no problem, no disruption. Everyone had a wonderful time. But that whole time was just so grateful that I remembered to do a spiritual mind treatment, because I was full of worry. I couldn't sleep at night. And I don't know if my spiritual work actually changed the course of events, but it definitely changed my participation in it. And who knows how it might have actually changed events in the world. But there it is. So that's, without that divine hope in us, the human mind, right? I couldn't digest it. I couldn't sleep for 2 days.
Wow, thank you so much for sharing that. I think a lot of us do walk that path sometimes, and let the humanistic part of ourselves take control.
Yeah.
Thank you so much for sharing that. Let's go ahead to the next quote, and if you could do the next two, that'd be great.
Oh, okay. Well, I love Howard Thurman. I have a book of his talks. Oh my goodness. So he said, our dreams belong to us. They come full blown out of the world in which we work and hope and carry on. Our dreams are our spirit, the vital part of us. They become for us the bearers of new possibility. And so I think that's something that we have to remember, that if we have something in our heart that we desire, it didn't come from nowhere. It came from everywhere. It came from the divine. It was implanted in us. And yeah, that question that we have, if our dreams are the vital expression of spirit within us, which they are, how might we listen to them more closely? And how might that guide us? And then, in what ways do your dreams serve not just you, but also as bearers of new possibility for the healing and transformation of the world?
Absolutely. I would love to hear from anyone who's watching this, or even later on when you're watching the recording. You know, last night, or maybe it was this morning, I had a dream and I don't always remember all my dreams, but I have been experiencing things at work that have been very trying, and getting to, I like to say, let's put all the cards on the table. Let's just be who we are and say what we mean. And so the dream was about that. The dream was about finding truth. And I thought, oh my gosh, I woke up, and it was with certain individuals who have the opportunity to help us get to that truth, that can really support our goal as to what we need, or what I feel at that space what we need to do. So in that dream, I was having those conversations, putting all the cards on the table and saying, let's just speak the truth here, how we feel, what we're going through, what we need to do, where are we on this? And it was nice, because I woke up going, wow, that really showed me that there's empathy. And so yeah, dreams speak to you in so many ways, don't they?
Yes, yes. The dreams at night and the dreams that are that yearning in the heart.
Absolutely. So let us know, in what ways your dreams serve not just you, but as the question asked, but also as bearers of new possibility. Let us know. We'd love to hear from you. Thank you so much for sharing that, Dr. Karen. Let's go to our next
next quote, right? With my favorite, with God, all things are possible. And I have to share, I actually have that quote beautifully scripted and pasted onto my mirror in my personal bathroom that I use every morning. With God, all things are possible. And there's flowers all around it, whatever, because I need that reminder. The questions here are, when you truly believe that all things are possible with God, how does it change the way you approach challenges in your life?
Mm,
And I'm a big fan of declaring there is always a way. There
absolutely.
is always a way. It's a spiritual truth. No matter where you are in the universe, no matter what sort of mess situation you're in, there is always a path right from where you are to wherever it is you want to go. And that divine mind knows that path and knows how to guide you right where you are, step by step to that place. But you have to believe that. Otherwise, you wouldn't even be looking for a way out. You're just trapped. But there is always a way. Always.
Yeah. Never give up on that for sure.
Yeah.
And the other question was, what dream or desire in your heart is inviting you to trust more deeply in the limitless possibilities of spirit? So I love that, because it's really the desires that I know that I have in my heart, I know are there for a reason. Like nothing comes before me that isn't for my greater good. I love
Right.
saying that. Nothing comes before me that isn't for my greater good. You know, my daughter this morning was sharing with our family that the job that she had may be going away. You know, this work that she does, she's a performer, and they're no longer in need of this. And so, following that, everyone on that feed was saying, "Oh, I'm so sorry, although that's too bad," or, you know, "Oh, I can't believe it. What are you going to do?" And I just wrote, "Isn't that exciting? Something greater is coming."
Yes.
It's being removed so something greater can come before you.
Yes.
I didn't want to follow all that angst that was going on and all that pity party. You have to understand, when something is being removed, sometimes, not sometimes, it's always, because
Always.
always, as you said, it's always for your greater good.
Yeah.
People would say things to me like, "Oh, you sound terrible. Are you getting cold?" "Oh, I never get sick." "You never get sick?" "I'm sure you get sick." "Oh, no, I never get sick." You know, or, "I'm so sorry to hear this." "Oh, I'm not. It's an opening. This is telling me something. I need to be somewhere else." When I finally went for another story, I went to vie for a position 3 times, 3 times. And in those 3 times, I was never chosen. So that was the kick I needed. I received an email from a friend, and it was the third time that she wrote an email saying, "Hey, my boss was just talking about you, and he was saying that you were one of his best supervisors." And I was like, wow, there's the message right there. I
Yes.
followed up with that boss, and I ended up getting the job that I was looking for, but better,
Love
greater.
it.
Isn't that amazing? Sometimes
Yes.
we're trying to hold on to things because we're used to the status quo. This is as good as it gets, or I can't do any better than this, or you know what I mean. And so for me, I had to have that kick in the behind to move and to do something else, and to do that, spirit had to come in and make it difficult enough for me to look in the other direction. Right?
Right. Right. I think, like spirit, right? It either uh, tempts us forward or pushes us. First is the temptation, and then if we don't follow it, right, then we get the kick in the butt. You're
Right.
moving, honey.
That's so true, because we're so afraid of what it might be, or so unsure, or not understanding that you know that we are worthy. You know, we are worthy of greater good, of great,
Yeah.
right? And
Yeah.
growing up in Catholicism, at church we also, instead of praying, it was always, "I am not worthy to receive you." And I always felt that, but aren't we worthy? I mean, we are. We're worthy of great things. And if we just release and let go and just let it be,
Mhm.
it falls in. And that hope, that divine hope is there already.
Yeah, my
Yes.
mother used to say after that, they would say, "But only say the word and I shall be healed."
And
But they
only
never,
say the word.
and then she would say, "But they never said the word."
What's the word? Only say the word. Give me the word.
Where's the word?
That's right. That's right. Every mass, every Sunday, that's what you heard. So I love that there's always something greater, and that when something is happening to you and you're not sure of it, first of all, reach out to us and let us know so that we can pray for you, because we love doing that prayer for you. But secondly, know that there's something ready to be born in you. And if you just trust in that and have the hope to let go and move forward, it's going to appear for you. It's going to appear. Anything else you wanted to add to that?
Life is good.
Yeah. Life is good. Life is
Life
beautiful.
is good.
Yes, yes. So we did read some stories, and there was one of them that I wanted to share, The Science of Hope, explained by psychologist C.R. Snyder. I know that you've read that too, and shows that hope is a powerful part of how we think and how we act. And unlike wishing things, hope involves believing that we can plan and achieve our goals. And Snyder's model is on two parts: agency and pathway. Agency is about motivation and confidence to start and keep working towards it, and the pathways involving ways to reach and find the goals. How can you add to that?
Yeah, my simpler way of restating what I think is said here is that, first of all, we have to believe it's
Yeah.
possible, and
Mm.
then we have to have the way, that guidance. And I think that goes back to Ernest Holmes' famous quote that love points the way,
Mhm.
and the law makes the way possible.
Yes.
So that's, to me, the agency is that love in us pushing us forward with hope, and then the law makes it possible.
Mhm. Is it true that law was another way of saying Lord, or it was Lord, and that it's
Mhm.
law? And when I first heard that, I said, that makes sense. It is law. It is truth. It is fact, you know?
Yeah, if you look at metaphysical interpretations of the Bible, there a lot of the translations of the Bible have been interpreted at the level of understanding of the translator, or
Mm.
what that particular belief system is. But the original writings of the Bible had deep spiritual meaning, which the science of mind is actually providing a way to interpret and to use what is originally written. So yeah, the law, the Lord are equivalent words. They're the have the same meaning, as in something greater than us
Hmm.
is really creating this universe and everything in it. And like Ernest Holmes says, there is a power for good in the universe, and we can use it.
Yeah.
So yeah.
And even if you don't think there is a power, you're still using it.
Yes.
Whether you believe it or not, you know, people
Yes.
say, I don't buy that, I don't believe it. And so it is for you, right?
Right. I talk to people wherever we don't make a choice, a conscious choice in our lives. The law's got to create something, and it's going to default to the human race. There you
Absolutely.
go.
Absolutely. Look at that. This has just been wonderful.
Yeah.
Really have enjoyed this conversation. Let's go ahead to our affirmations. And do you recall who's going first?
I think you told me I will go first.
Yes.
All right. So I invite everybody to take a deep breath, and let's read this together. It is so that we have the power to make our future better than today. And let's take another breath and read it again deeper. It is so that we have the power to make our future better than today.
And our next one. Let's take another deep breath. It is so that our dreams belong to us and become bearers of new possibility. Let's say that again. Take a deep breath in. It is so that our dreams belong to us and become bearers of new possibility.
And our third one, take a deep breath. It is so that anything is possible. And a deep breath. It is so that anything is possible.
It is so, and so it is.
So it is.
And
Now it is.
thank you so much. Thank you for that. And so we'll go ahead with our prayer.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
So join with me in consciousness, and let's know that there is something greater than we are that has created each one of us. And this divine creator cares about each one. And it is active in each one's life, guiding, guarding, directing, and protecting. Each one knows that this all-powerful creator can create anything, and it can always create a way to make each one's dreams come true. Each one now has more hope in the good of this loving, infinite presence, and more hope in their heart that his or her future can be better than ever before, and that there is a way, and that it is possible, and that this spiritual presence is with each one, showing each one the way. And so each one now moves forward from wherever he or she is into a greater acceptance and experience of good than ever before. And each one is a force to be reckoned with in their lives. And each one knows that they matter and that their lives and their choices are important. I am grateful that this is spiritual truth. And I release this word to that loving law, knowing it is so. And so it is. And now it is.
And now it is. Wonderful. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
So I'm going to go ahead and bring forth Ellen Suazo, and she's going to speak a little bit about the prayer support that we have, and as well as the abundance. Ellen?
Coming in.
This just in. There we go. Hey, Ellen, come on in.
So what you just heard, that's an affirmative prayer. And we want to remind you once again that we have prayer professionals ready, willing, and able to remind you that spirit is full of power, charged, and already within you for your immediate use. So connect with us so we can pray for you. We'll pray for you for 7 days. And after 7 days, if we don't hear from you, we'll start praying for that situation, that condition. And we have this thing here. We say you pray until the condition or situation shift. And if it hasn't shifted, that means that we have to continue to pray until something changes. At this time, we also want to say thank you so much for your donations to One Love Center, for all the times that you donate, whether you do it at this time or later on or another day. You can also go to onelovecenter.org, go to the donate button and click on it, and it's going to take you to PayPal and make your donations there. It does not matter the amount. What matters is that you're giving from a place of joy, from a place of abundance, knowing that money is always flowing into your life from expected and unexpected places. And knowing that every dollar that you send to One Love Center, it is used for us to continue in this ministry, to bring you the good news, because we have a lot of bad news out there, and these are good news that we share with you, so you can be spiritually fed, spiritually reminded of your power, of the greatness of you. So at this moment, we like to go into the prayer of affirmation of abundance, and that is: money, as one of the many gifts of spirit, is good. As I share my offerings, I know that I am actively creating a space to receive more gift, more money, and more good. I am grateful for the ability to give and for the good works this gift do in our center and in our world. And now it is, and so it is. Ashe, amen. I also want to remind you that you can do your donations via Cash Me App, and that symbol is One Love. That is $ One Love CSL on Cash Me App. That's quickly, in less than a minute, you can make that donation to us. Thank you again for all your generosity. Till next time.
Thank you so much, Ellen. I so appreciate you doing that for us. And so we're going on to our announcements. And one of the things we want to let you know is that we are looking for tech support. And what you saw is Ellen and Reverend Rodney are in the background, and they're taking care of all the little signs and everything. So we are looking for tech support. If you know of anyone who would like to be a member in technical assistance, who have some knowledge on tech, please have them call us or reach out to us at onelovecenter.org. And we would be happy to show you just exactly how we do all of this, and we put the service together. So if you know of anyone, please let us know. And then we have our Autumn Soul. I know that we have a there it is, Autumn Soul Visioning Retreat. I am so excited about this. So it's the Fall Soul Retreat, October 5th, Sunday through October 7th. It's 3 sessions a day for 3 days, and you can start anytime you want, and you can attend as many as you like. So please, it's a wonderful opportunity. We're gathering to nourish our souls and revitalize our visions. If you've never been a part of a visioning like this, I have to tell you, it's really exciting, and we would love to see you be a part of it. I think it's really going to give you some hope. Okay, so next we have information on, I'm going to scroll over here. I'd like to add and bring back. Okay, here we are. Dr. Karen, can you talk a little bit about these 2 workshops that you have going on?
Yes, with my online business called God to Go, I currently have 2 different courses that I'm teaching. If anyone out there is a licensed practitioner and is interested in deepening or having a year-long intensive in expanding their spiritual mind treatment consciousness and their work, I am offering that the second year starting in January of 2026. So you could just let me know if you're interested. And ongoing this evening is the 4th class in making great decisions. And I'm using the book, The Power of Decision by Raymond Charles Barker. And you're welcome to drop in for just 1 class if you like. You can get the information by emailing me at my email address, which is scrolling along the bottom there, rev.drkarenkushner@gmail.com, spelled REVDR, Karen Kushner @gmail.com. But tonight's class is Decide to Be Happy. So if that's calling to you, if that speaks to you, just let me know and I will send you the link. And that's all I have to say.
Thank you so much. I appreciate that. So definitely reach out. I'm very interested in next year's class, and I see that you only have 12 students
Yep.
that participate in that, and you do have to have your your religious science certification for a practitioner license. I will say that for me, it has really turned my life around. Just learning about this teaching has just been incredible, and has made me, I think, a better person. And surround myself with like minds just makes it um, ever more a blessing. Okay.
Yeah.
So, how's it been for you? When did you first start, and did you start as a practitioner first?
I started as someone who just wanted to improve her own life, very self serving. And then I just kept taking classes, wanting to learn more. And then, yeah, I became actually, I started receiving clients before I was even licensed. So, but what I love about having clients is all the opportunities for me to
Mm,
know more spiritual truth than I did before. So I see every single treatment I give as a challenge to know even more truth than I had known before. So I just love it. Practitioners are my favorite people.
wonderful. Well, we're going to go ahead and do our closing prayer, and we'll bring you back on. And thank you so much,
Thank you.
Dr. Karen. I'm so excited that you're here. We'll talk more. Okay, so what a wonderful service. I'm so grateful for all of it and for being a part of One Love Centers for Spiritual Living. And, uh, and I hope that you enjoyed today's talk as well. So let's sit back, take a deep breath, and go within, shall we? And so we know that there is only one spirit, one source, and with hearts filled with gratitude, we close this time together. We're anchored in the science of hope. We know that hope is more than just an idea. It's a force. It's a divine spark that fuels our dreams and carries us through adversity. And as we leave this space, we choose to embody hope, to bring light where there is darkness, to bring strength where there is struggle, and to be the possibility where there is doubt. And so we step forward with confidence, knowing our mission is not only possible, it is already unfolding through us. And so I bless everyone, one another, the community, and I bless the world with transforming power of hope. I know that this is so. It is so. And together we say, and so it is. Mhm. Thank you so much. And so our next song I think we're getting into is I Love Myself. You have to love yourself. So before we bring Dr. Karen back on, let's go ahead with I Love Myself.
That you can love
let's bring Dr. Karen back on. All right.
Okay.
I am so excited to have had the opportunity to bring you here to One Love Center. Thank you so much for being a part of this. Are there any final words you'd like to share about the talk or anything else you'd like to share?
Well, I'm grateful to have been with you and with your community, and you're doing a great work. And I guess all I would say is for people who are watching this is uh, keep hanging on. They say that the hardest thing in this teaching is to keep on keeping on. And a spiritual community is definitely one of the ways to make it easier to keep growing and keep improving your life in every way. So this is a wonderful community. So, keep it up, guys.
Thank you so much. Okay, well, thank you all for being here. Have a wonderful Sunday. Have a wonderful week. And remember, divine hope is always there for you. Have a
Yeah.
great week. Bye-bye.
Bye. Bye.
Bye.